Hi there. In this video, I'm going to share with you how you can go about practicing singing at home. Now, whether you're taking one-to-one singing lessons, group singing lessons, or you have an at-home online course, or you're just using YouTube videos, this video is going to help you. And if you are really serious about taking your voice to the next level, then I recommend taking my free 5-day singing course. All you need to do is go to the pinned comment, click that link there, pop your details in, and I'm going to send that directly to your inbox. There are a few things that you need to have in place before you start practicing singing at home, and I'm going to share those with you, and I'm going to help you to start an efficient and effective singing routine. So the first thing you need when you're going to practice singing at home is a space where you feel comfortable. Now, you want to feel comfortable enough to sing, but you don't want to feel like you don't want the other people in your house or your neighbours to hear you. Now, the reason for that is that with singing, you must be relaxed. And if you're tense and you're worrying about people hearing you, then A, I would ask if singing is for you. And B, it's actually going to stop you from reaching your potential right now and in the future as a singer. So what usually happens is we feel like people are going to judge us, or we feel like our voice is going to crack and that people are then going to think that we're a bad singer. Now, the point is, if you're practicing singing, you are going to get better. So what I would recommend to you is not worry about how you sound now and all of the bad bits that you think are going to happen, but focus on where you want to be in a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. And all of the work that you've done up to now that has helped you, and all of the work that you're doing now is going to help your future self as a singer. So find a space where you're comfortable to sing, where you might be heard by other people, but you're not worried about being heard by other people. Now, this comes down to mindset. That's for another video. The next thing you need to have in place when you're singing is a song that you're going to practice. So know what song you're going to practice before you start practicing, and that way you can choose the right warm-up for that song. So for example, if you're practicing a song that has lots of low notes, you're going to focus more on the low notes in your warm-up and your technical exercise than your high notes. Now, of course, every time you sing, you must warm up and you must exercise the whole of your range. But if you're going to work on a song that has lots of low notes, focus on that in your technical exercises. And the same for mid-range notes and the same for high notes. If you're going to be working on a specific technique like twang or vibrato or belting, then or head voice, then you're going to want a warm-up that caters to that. So make sure that the warm-up that you choose goes with the song that you're going to sing. So choose your song first. Thirdly, just talked about it, but make sure that you have the right warm-up. So check the warm-up that you're going to do before you do it. And fourth, I would always recommend some kind of instrument, probably for most people a keyboard, even just a cheap little keyboard that you can get on a cheaper online store or in like a pawn shop or one of those cash converter type shops. Other shops are available where you can get something cheap that works, that is in tune, where you can just check your pitching against it. So if you're singing ah, you want to check that the notes that you're singing are the right notes. Ah. And fifth, I would also have a bottle or a glass of water. You want a nice big glass of water, not cold water. You want it at room temperature or slightly less. If it's too cold, then warm it up in your mouth before you sing. Now, I have made videos where I've talked about this, and in the comments people have gone, well, I don't really want to use room temperature water. Fine, don't. But it's not as good for your voice. It doesn't help your voice as much if you're drinking cold water as if you're drinking room temperature or just below room temperature. It's not going to kill you to drink room temperature water, but it will impact your voice if you're drinking cold water. Sixth, always have either a mirror or some way of recording yourself on camera. You might feel cringy when you first see yourself in the mirror or see yourself back on video, but you'll get used to it. And the sooner that you do that, the better, not only for your singing, not only for your confidence, but for your performance when you go out into the big wide world. Wherever you are, whether you're a complete beginner, whether you've had a few group lessons or one-to-one lessons, whether that's online or in person, or you're an established singer. If you're an established singer, you will have already been practicing at home, probably for a number of years. You must start at your level. So if you're a beginner, please don't go straight into projection or belting. You want to start at the beginning. So choose vocal warm-ups and vocal exercises for beginners if you're a beginner. If you're an intermediate singer, choose exercises that are at your level, and also choose the songs that are at your level. If you're a beginner, I don't recommend trying to sing a song by Beyonce or Bruno Mars or John Legend or Celine Dion or Jessie J or Ariana Grande. If you don't feel like you can sing high notes at the moment, don't choose songs with high notes. Start where you are and work your way up. If you have a more light, airy voice or a higher pitch speaking voice and you feel like you can't sing low notes at the moment, start with high pitch songs and then work your way up to low pitch songs. Now, if you do have a naturally high voice, please don't only focus on those high notes, because it's not good for your voice and it's not good for the audience. You want a range. You want to show colour and innovation and creativity with your voice. So you want to be able to do some riffs and runs in some instances, depending on which genre you're singing. Now I'm going to give you the ideal singing practice routine. If you're really serious about singing, a minimum of 4 times a week, practicing for around about 45 minutes to an hour. And that's made up of 10 minutes warm-ups. After your warm-up, you're going to go on to some vocal exercises, which will include some technical exercises. They should also last for about 10 to 15 minutes. So in total, you should have a warm-up and exercise period of about 20 minutes before you start singing a song. Then you want to sing your song. And before you dive into it, I would always recommend that you listen to the song through. Find a section that's straightforward for you to sing, practice that first, and then go for a challenging section of the song. I don't ever recommend learning a song all the way through straight off, because there are different sections in songs and each section will have a different challenge. So go for something easy first so that you get a quick win, and then go for something more challenging so that you can stretch yourself and so that you can learn more quickly. By trying to sing the whole song from beginning to end and just going over that over and over and over again, you're actually going to take longer to learn the techniques that you need to learn and to actually learn the song. So always take it section by section. And finally, at the end of your session, always warm down your voice. Ah, without the vibrato. Ooh. And you would come down in sections. So after you've done a few of those, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, then oohs towards the bottom, ooh, ooh, and then just ooh, ah, ooh, ah. This is just like at the end of a gym session, a workout session, an athletic session. You would stretch your body so that you don't cause strain and injuries. And it's the same with your voice. You want to warm down your voice so that you get balance, you prepare your voice for resting, and also because you're probably not used to, particularly if you're a beginner, you're probably not used to doing this amount of singing in one go. So you need to give your voice time to get ready to stop singing, just the same as you hopefully wouldn't go straight into an active song and then suddenly stop. It's going to shock your voice. So by having good vocal health practices and good vocal hygiene, so staying hydrated, resting your voice, getting good sleep, by doing all of these things, practicing singing at home is going to be quite straightforward for you. Now, before we dive in, do remember to hit the subscription button and hit the notification bell, because I've got hundreds of videos that can help you with your singing voice. All you need to do is subscribe, go through the videos, and you're going to find the ones that you need. I have videos on warming up for complete beginners, singing low notes, singing mid-range notes, singing high notes, belting, projection, twang, how to sing rock, how to sing soul. All of that is in there. Now that you know how to practice singing at home, let's get started and click either the video that's going to come up in the card here or one of the videos in the description. I'll see you in the next video. Stay hydrated. Ciao!